was caught with some very sensitive and improper images and videos relating to children. He was also accused of essaying nothing less than 11 minors.
Sometimes when your friends or people you love are going through it and they start talking, sometimes they just want you to listen. They don't want your opinion.
You can yell and shout because I'm out. My husband is the most disrespectful cheater on the planet. I cheated on him for 4 years when we first got married.
Looks like the Shirley Strawberry drama has gotten worse in the past few days. On top of cheating and fraud, Shirley's husband is now being charged for SA and child P, if you know what I mean. In the midst of all this, Shirley's only daughter has allegedly come forward as a victim. Now fans are perplexed by witnessing Shirley dismissing her daughter's plea. Brace yourselves, guys, because we are about to delve deeper into the chilling secrets that have haunted the Shirley family for years. Shirley Strawberry is the co-host of the #1 urban radio show, The Steve Harvey Morning Show. And according to Steve Harvey, she has one of the best voices on the radio. Shirley has found herself in a bit of a pinch because of the drama with her husband. Her daughter has allegedly been accusing Shirley of being his partner in crime. The word around the industry is that Shirley was somehow aware of her husband's crooked deals, but she chose to turn a blind eye to them. The news was broken by a celebrity gossip channel. She has been accused by her own daughter Sheridan of covering the crimes of this man Williams. But it gets worse. Sheridan, who is in her late 20s, is a mother to 2 beautiful children. Though there is no clear evidence, the rumors claim that Shirley's grandchildren also fell prey to Ernesto Williams' sick desires. And unfortunately, they were not the only ones, because Ernesto has been accused of saying more than 10 minors. It's really creepy that Shirley's own family is not safe from the hands of his husband.
He's considered dangerous.
The footage of the court hearing obtained by Chronicles Speaks relayed that Ernesto has been a habitual criminal of this sort, and soon more charges will be added to his list of charges. The charges included aggravated S battery with other likewise serious criminal offenses. For those who do not know what aggravated S battery is, it is a more serious offense involving non-consensual and harmful sexual contact with another person.
This past Friday, one is aggravated you-know-what battery. The other rhymes with cape but begins with an R. The other is aggravated
Well, I don't know what you took from what I just said, but take this. This is the clear charter on the type of person you don't want to be married to, but you can clearly see that Shirley and Ernesto are very much together. But there is another side to this case that most people don't know. The claim that Shirley knew what was going down is actually based on a piece of indirect evidence. It is common knowledge that once you get married, people usually share their assets with each other, but not in this particular case. The pseudo-investigators on the internet found out that Shirley took down her husband's name from the house she owned. And interestingly, it happened even before this particular can of worms burst open.
Gun or having a handgun at all would be pretty heavy. Now, Mr. Williams wanted to fight this case, and he entered a motion to suppress evidence.
Allegedly, Shirley was really sneaky about it because she did all this by non-arm's length transactions. It basically means that the owner and the seller were very close to each other and can take the name off by selling and repurchasing. And next thing you know, charges start pouring in for Williams. A months-long investigation into a $1 million fraudulent business scheme has led to 2 arrests made by the Roswell Police Department. According to the open records, Ernesto Williams, 57, and Erica King, 46, have both been charged on suspicion of fraud, forgery, and theft charges, police said. According to authorities, King is also known as Erica Hewley and Erica Hewley Rothschild. With a list of suspicions this long, the police decided to investigate all the dealings related to the pair. The police's take on their criminal activities stated, while their criminal acts are broad, a large portion of their efforts focused on running shell companies, many devoted to business growth, development, and coaching. There is a strong likelihood others have been taken advantage of by Williams and King as well. Despite a formal investigation in place for her husband, did not hesitate to help her husband against all odds. According to the court documents obtained by a popular celebrity channel, Strawberry decided to write a letter to the presiding judge to beg for her husband's release. Yes, even after all the disgusting charges her husband was being slapped with, she stooped really low to help her criminal husband.
AKA Ernesto. And do you think Shirley will still be holding down my man? Leave a comment and you know how we do. We'll talk about it down below.
Well, you heard that right. She wants her husband to be released and given permission to reside with her in her home or anywhere he desires. Basically, she wants to revoke all the charges. It is shocking to see that she does not wish hell on the abuser of her daughter and grandchildren. With the desperate measures Shirley is taking to save her monster of a husband, the fans are actually questioning her moral values. No one can convince me that Ms. Shirley didn't know about any of this. And the fact that she wishes to stay connected to this man after allegations of abuse of children and animals is even more telling about her character and moral compass. However, shocker upon shocker, in a video clip of the court hearing obtained by biodiversity law, it was revealed that Ernesto Williams was cheating on her with his girlfriend. You see, while he was in prison, he repeatedly revealed his plan to go visit his girlfriend in Florida. To add to that, Ernesto has been charged with so many charges, according to recent reports, that would make his attorney wish he quit his job. It is a miracle that he is not facing life in prison thanks to them. Well, coming back to Shirley, she has been facing deserved backlash on many media platforms. Many reputable platforms are calling her out on her impossible behavior. The North Carolina Beat reported, word at the Fulton County DA's office, Shirley Strawberry's husband, Ernesto Williams, is facing 4 counts of sexual exploitation involving a child, and we haven't heard a Strawberry letter about this on the Steve Harvey Morning Show yet. What's even shocking is that, according to prosecutors, Shirley told her husband he could go to Dubai and stay at Steve Harvey's home to dodge these charges. TMZ also jumped in to give their peace of mind. Steve Harvey's right-hand woman on his morning radio show was a months-long freeloader when it came to rent, and then bounced when the landlord put his foot down, this according to a new suit. It appears that Shirley has a few legal battles of her own to worry about in the near future. Sources reported that Shirley is being sued by the homeowner's leasing agent, Pacific Shore Property Management, claiming Shirley and her hubby were deadbeat tenants. But hold on to your hats, folks, because the internet is buzzing with conspiracy theories surrounding this whole Shirley drama. Remember that jaw-dropping proposal from Ernesto on a live episode of the Steve Harvey Morning Show? Well, some eagle-eyed theorists noticed something peculiar. Throughout the entire episode, Shirley seemed unable to recognize her lover's voice over the phone until Ernesto finally spilled the beans. I was thinking the same thing, why she couldn't recognize his voice. Very weird, I know, when my husband disguises his voice trying to prank me. And guess who's caught in the crossfire? That's right, the man himself, Steve Harvey. As the master of relationship advice, Steve has found himself under the microscope, with skeptics questioning if his matches are destined to go up in flames. The media is having a field day, leaving Harvey in hot water. A keen fan reported some of the matches made by Harvey that did not work well. Steve hooked up Cynthia with Mike Hill. Look what happened with that. He hooked up Shirley Strawberry with her husband, and he was arrested for child R and other things. Steve couldn't hook me up with a hairdresser. No thank you. People all over the media are questioning Harvey's motives behind setting Shirley up with a con man. Harvey's reputation is taking a fall, and there is nothing he can do about it. Where's the questioning of Steve? They're friends, so why on earth would he set her up with this con man? She knew about him, ain't no way she didn't. She's simple-minded to stay with him in any way after he assaults your daughter and grandchildren. I'd be wearing orange and ready for my trial. Well, the outcome of the whole legal battle has not been publicized, though the majority of the public hopes that Ernesto would pay for his crimes so that his victims could get some kind of closure. To add to that, the authorities should investigate Shirley on whether she was an accomplice or not. That's it for today, folks. Until next time, goodbye.